get them out.
The NFL on EA short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers taking a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Jefferson, 75 yards, and the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Tyler Ervin on the loose. Room to run at the 50. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
At the 33-yard line.
Cousins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down Vikings. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
So you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going back backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's got Adams on the hookup. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Adams, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers stepping up. He's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7.
On play action, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st down. Here's the run with Cook. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 39, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
For Minnesota.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Let's go. Davante Adams, 26 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Cousins again. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Here we go. A loss of 7.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A second down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And complete right side to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Cousins. And this is caught down for a touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Vikings 20.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The Packer first down.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision. to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about
feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Running nation. This is Devi Music.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Jason Barrett brought him down. 5 yards on the
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 75 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
In punt formation for the 49ers.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. A 1st down carry for Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The Titan ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Tannehill. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Niners 14, Titans 6. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. Now Tannehill. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 21, Titans 14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Tannehill throwing complete there to Humphries. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It's Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. On first down, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, McKinnon again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 73 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 27 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And some room to work. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
That'll be caught. by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Titans are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is born. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. 3rd down here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
And the Titans first down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing now, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Cousins. And he finds one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cousins gives way to... And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll look to throw right away. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Vikings 7, Giants nothing.
Now Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. That would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Off the play fake, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. Made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
Drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings,